Thanks for joining us today. My name is Bill Gentry. I'm a divorce and family lawyer at the Gentry Law Firm in Marietta, Georgia. I've worked as a lawyer in Metro Atlanta for 35 years in family law. This includes divorce cases, custody cases, legitimation, restraining orders, and a whole lot more. Our team has decades of experience, and we make it our priority to give you strategic advice and compassionate care during what can be a tough time. Divorce can feel scary and overwhelming. There's so many unknowns during the process and afterward. In this presentation, we're going to share practical tips to help you emerge from your divorce confident, healthy, and excited about your new beginning. It's hard to plan for the future when there's so many unknowns. The best thing you can do is to gather facts and information to put your mind at ease. Many people who are stressed and overwhelmed before and during the divorce are struggling because of all of the unknowns. So the best way to achieve peace of mind is to start filling them in. Where will you live? What will your child custody arrangements look like? What will your financial needs be? Start answering these questions and much of the stress will disappear. In addition to answering unknowns, it can be helpful to learn how to accept your new situation. Start by trying to avoid thinking of situations as good or bad and simply see them for what they are. Adapting is the best solution for negativity. Divorce can bring out the worst in people, but you don't have to go down that path. Practicing acceptance means respecting the process and your current place, and also acknowledging that everything is or can be temporary. For example, instead of thinking that you or your marriage has failed, understand that this is just a feeling of disappointment that you're experiencing at this moment, and use it to revise your plan for the future accordingly. Divorce can feel like one of those situations missing the light at the end of the tunnel. However, there is no darkness without light. Even though it may seem impossible, there's always something to be thankful for. Get clear about your goals during and after divorce. Opportunity, divorce, you can reset your life. Get clear on what you want your life to look like after divorce. Not what your friends think your life should look like. Not what your family thinks your life should look like. Especially not what your ex thinks your life should look like. What do you want your life to look like in the future? Here are some tips to help you discover what you truly want out of life. Question the things you want. Focus on the things you want, not on what you don't. Give yourself permission to dream big. Consider ideas that you never thought possible. Don't think about what others expect of you. For more on this topic, check out our blog, and you'll have a slide later that gives you this information. Make your financial plan. Think through debts, assets, income, expenses. Financial unknowns create tons of stress, and the failure to create a financial plan can get you into real trouble. Work with a financial planner and create a realistic budget and plan. Here are a few steps that can help you gain a better picture of your financial future. First, create a list of your current income and expenses and tally everything up. This should give you a general idea of what's coming in and going out. We say general because it's likely you'll forget a thing or two at this stage, but just get started. Next, start tracking every purchase. If you're not used to watching your earning and spending that closely, you'll gain incredible insights by doing so. Finally, draw up that budget. Based on what you spend and earn each month, you can create a realistic budget. If your expenses are far off from what's coming in, you'll need to make some spending adjustments. This may mean downsizing or looking for additional sources of income. How you budget is up to you, but the clearer picture you have of your finances, the more secure you'll feel over time. Be realistic about your lifestyle. Most of the time, it will be impacted by divorce. In most cases, you will have less disposable income after divorce, so be realistic. You may need to adjust your lifestyle in order to stay financially healthy. Divorce is stressful, and you're facing pressure from all sides. It's easy to neglect yourself, especially your emotional health. See a therapist and make sure you're taking care of your emotional health. When your emotional or mental health suffers, other aspects of health can suffer too. Plus, when you feel good about yourself, it's much easier to cope with the ups and downs of divorce. One of the best ways to give yourself a mood boost and feel better about yourself is to exercise. Any form of exercise that you enjoy will do. Physical activity releases feel-good hormones for an instant boost, and the more you exercise, the more confident you'll feel over time. On a personal level, I find a commitment to doing something either every day or every other day is the way to get started. Don't push yourself, just get out there every day or every other day, whether it's walking, climbing, getting on the rowing machine, getting on the treadmill. If you make yourself do it every day or every other day, just for a few minutes at first, you'll find yourself growing and developing and wanting to do more. And then when you miss it in the future, then you'll think, gosh, I really do miss the exercise. But get started today. Another way to improve mental health and emotional health is by developing a passion. Whether there's a new hobby you'd like to indulge in or one that's been long forgotten, taking time to pursue a passion is sure to give you a boost. No matter what it is, gardening, collecting rare antiques, or painting, find something that brings you joy often. Surround yourself with positive influences. Life after divorce can be disorienting and sometimes lonely. Surround yourself with positive influences who can keep you upbeat and focused on the future. When couples are going through a divorce, you may find that certain friends will side with your ex. It's important to grow your circle of friends and surround yourself with people who both understand what you're going through and who will support you. Try joining a group or meetup in your area to expand your circle of friends. Making new friends without your ex will help you regain your individual identity. A vacation, a night on the town, or even just a trip to the movie theater. Put things to get excited about on your calendar. This is an important way to stay motivated and excited about your life. Get your kids into a new, healthy normal as soon as possible. Your kids are, rightfully, a top priority during your divorce. You're going to sleep much better at night, knowing that your kids are healthy and secure. Work with your ex to get your kids transitioned into their new routine as soon as possible after the divorce is finalized. When it comes to parenting, even married couples disagree on how to raise children. It's essential for the well-being of the children to make every effort to be on the same page with your ex when it comes to co-parenting. You and your ex may never see eye to eye, but there are a number of recommended do's and don'ts when it comes to co-parenting after divorce. Don't compare yourself to other people's situations and divorces. Do what's right for you. Everyone will have an opinion about your divorce. And while it's fine and sometimes healthy to seek input from your family and friends, remember that ultimately this is your divorce and this is your life. It's so important that you use this time to get clear about what you want your new life to look like. Don't let anyone else tell you what your divorce and your life needs to look like. There's no doubt about it. Life after divorce can be tough. Even when it's the best thing, you may still experience days of remorse and sorrow over a relationship that has ended. But divorce doesn't have to be the worst thing ever to happen. A lot depends on your perspective. and how you adapt to your new situation. Let's review what not to do following your divorce to help you maintain a positive perspective. Any high emotion situation can cause us to act out of character or make erratic decisions. The best way to come out of this in a good place is to make decisions with a clear head and take steps to be proactive rather than reactive. Here are a few things to avoid following your divorce. Don't say or do anything to your ex out of spite. It can be tempting in the moment, but in the long run, nothing good will come from acting spitefully. Don't force your kids to take sides. It's not in their best interest to know the details of what's gone on between you and your ex, or to feel they can't share their affection with their other parent in front of you. Don't go on a spending spree. Chances are your finances have changed drastically through the divorce. Retail therapy may provide temporary relief from your situation, but will only cause stress in the long run. Don't share too much about your divorce on social media. The internet provides a false sense of security, and for some can lead to oversharing. Keep in mind, anything you post can be saved and used against you. Others don't need to know the ugly details about your divorce. Save this for conversations with your close circle of trusted loved ones. Don't keep tabs on whether your ex is dating or flaunt your new relationship. Snooping on an ex will always lead to hurt feelings. Similarly, if you're dating just to get back at your ex or show off a relationship to them, then you're doing the polar opposite of moving on. You're dwelling in the past, and that's not good. Moving on after married life will look different for everybody. The goal is to find your own happiness and live your best life. And we're here to help you through the process of moving on. Again, my name is Bill Gentry, and I'm a divorce and family law attorney at the Gentry Law Firm in Marietta, Georgia. I've been practicing law for 35 years, and our team has decades of experience helping good people achieve very favorable divorce and custody agreements and create their best futures. We've got several references referred to in the presentation: creating a budget, defining a new life, mental health, co-parenting, divorce no-nos, and so forth. And reach out to us, go to our landing page, and you can get more information. Here they are. We understand how difficult the divorce process can be, which is why we've dedicated to helping you through each step. Life after divorce comes with so many opportunities. It's up to you to take advantage of them. It's essential to practice self-care and stress management through the divorce process and after to embrace your new life. It's like the flight attendant says on the airplane: there's a sudden loss of cabin pressure and the masks drop down. Put the mask on yourself before you put it on your children so that you're there to care for them and their needs. Contact our office for a consultation at 770-738-4111 or visit our website at gentrylawfirmgeorgia.com. You can also head to the landing page below if you'd like a free copy of the resources mentioned in today's video. Thanks again for watching, and we hope to hear from you soon.